Peace Reflections. You are over here with Torithia. You are with Torithia. Hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the follow button, depending on which platform you're on. Get your roll up, get your pull up. If you don't do either, baby, you can come sit right beside me in my spaceship because you got a clear mind reflection. Sit right beside me in case I get to hang my head out my spaceship because you know I got drive outs. You got to have somebody steer this spaceship, okay? Now, with that being said, reflection, everything in my video is alleged. This is what I heard. Everything in this video is just what I heard. Up the street, around the block, up the corner on Jupiter, Venus, and Uranus. Yes, I even took a visit over there to Uranus to pick up a little information to come back over here on Earth and tell y'all. Okay? So with that being said, reflection, you know you have to check my information. You know you have to pick up out of this video what you need to and definitely go and do your own research. Okay? Now, with that being said, now that I have my disclaimer out of the way, you see the title, reflection. Do you know who you are worshiping? Do you know who you really worshiping, reflection? Well, in order to know what's going on right now, let me take you back when, okay? So with that being said, this video can be a little triggering for some, okay? So let me go on and put our disclaimer up there. This video can be triggering for some. Now, everything in this video is alleged, and it does not express the thoughts or opinions of this platform or channel, okay? Now that we have all of that out of the way, we got to get the business out of the way, reflection, okay? Let me turn down this music in my spaceship because I want you to hear me clear, reflection. I want you to hear me clear because we are here for another symbolism video, okay? We know this planet is literally built off numbers, symbols, and symbols are numbers and numbers are symbols. They're literally one and the same, reflection, okay? But you have to decode it. You have to know what you are looking at, okay? A lot of people like to pick up a certain book, but it's not about picking up the book. It's not about reading the book. It's about, can you interpret the book, okay? So with that being said, reflection, I am not here to make anybody a believer. I'm not here to make you a believer, but I will show you where the lake is. If you want to jump in and see what's at the bottom or what's floating at the top, that's up to you, reflection. That's up to you. Get your life jacket and your bucket ready, though, okay? In case you catch you a couple of gems. In case you catch you a couple of gems and you want to come back and tell T, all right? So with that being said, we are here to talk about sun worship. We are here to talk about not necessarily sun worship, but the one who goes by many names, reflection. And like I said, I'm not here to convince you of anything. Definitely do your own research, okay? But I am going to present this information to you, all right? And always remember, it's only magic if you can hide it in plain sight.
Is Baal nice? I thought he was demonic. And many times when we picture Baal Hadad, this is the image that we get in our head. We get images of babies being placed in the statue of a god and being offered to him. But is this an accurate depiction? And no, it is not an accurate depiction of Baal Hadad. There are ancient writers, including the Roman historian Pliny the Elder, who conflated Baal Hadad and Baal Hammond. They are two completely different deities. Baal Hadad, pictured here, is a storm god associated with thunder, lightning, and rainfall, also fertility of crop. Baal Hamon is a fertility god associated with the sun, agriculture, and yes, there is a possibility there could be some child sacrifice in there, but that is highly debated amongst scholars. Baal is just a title that means Lord or Prince or Exalted One. He is also known by another title, Baal Zebul, and we can read about that in the Bible and in the Ugaritic texts. Here in the scriptures, 2 Kings, King Ahaziah is ill, and he asks his messengers to go consult Baal Zebub, the god of Ekron. But Baal Zebub is basically a defamation of his name because it would actually read Baal Zebul, and Zebul would mean something like Lord of the Earth, exalted Prince of the Earth. Baal Zebub would mean something like Lord of the Flies, so this polemic is basically propaganda. Why would the king Ahaziah seek out a god who is demonic? He would not. That makes zero sense. Baal Hadad, or here Baal Zebul, is a god of healing, which is why he reaches out to him to see what will happen to him. According to the ancient Ugaritic texts, Baal Hadad is a dying and rising god, and when he is dead, the fertile rains stop, so the crops dry up. So it is a time of mourning, and El, his father, is very sad to find out that Baal is dead. But when Baal is resurrected with the help of the goddess Anat and Shaphash, his father El, Latapan, the kindly god, rejoices. So just listen to what El, the highest god, says about his son. Latapan, kindly god, did rejoice. He placed his feet on the footstool and parted his throat and laughed. He lifted up his voice and cried, "Even I may sit down and be at ease, and my soul within me may take its ease. For mightiest Baal is alive, for the Prince Lord of Earth exists." And you'll see right here above my head, ZBL, Zabul. El cried aloud to the Virgin Anat, "Hear, O Virgin Anat, tell Shaphash, the luminary of the gods. The furrows of the fields are cracked, O Shaphash. The furrow in the fields of El are cracked. Baal should be occupying the furrows in the plowed land. Where is mightiest Baal? Where is the Prince Lord of Earth?" So basically, Baal Zabul means that he is in an exalted position. And not to mention, but when Baal dies, El cries. Like he's like losing his shit when Baal dies. But when Jesus dies, there's kind of crickets. That's weird, right? Let's get back to the child sacrifice in Baal Hammond. So like I said, there's some conflation between Baal Hadad and Baal Hammond. Not only that, there are some scholars who don't think that the child sacrifice is as pervasive as these historians have made it out to be, looking at the Tophet, or these burial sites where they have found these bones and burnt offerings. Some believe that it's possible these children died in childbirth, because again, think of the infant mortality rate back then and the maternal mortality rate back then. So these could have just been a burial site for children, unfortunately, who didn't make it. And to add to this, Professor Francesca Stavrokopoulou wrote a book, which I read, very confusing because I do not speak the language, but basically she makes an argument that the god Molech, found in the Bible, is not a god. And there is a huge consensus that agrees that Molech is not a god. He's not found in any record. He's definitely not in the Ugaritic record. And it seems to be that Molech was actually a type of burnt offering, an MLK, Molech, offering a burnt offering to Yahweh. And yes, when you read the Bible, there are obvious scriptures that prove that God asked for child sacrifice, asked for blood sacrifice. I mean, even just look at Abraham and Isaac. God wanted to see if Abraham would get down with the get down, and Abraham was ready to go. Just listen here to what Yahweh demands in Ezekiel 20 verses 25. "Moreover, I gave them statutes that were not good, and ordinances by which they could not live. I defiled them through their very gifts, in their offering up of all their firstborn, in order that I might horrify them, so that they might know that I am Lord." It is indisputable that there was a time that the worshipers of Yahweh offered child sacrifice. For most instances, it was probably a desperate act. I don't see this as something was a daily thing. It was far and few in between. But there are instances, and right here, this corroborates that Yahweh did indeed need blood sacrifice. So before people open up their mouths and talk shittily about my boy Baal Hadad, they need to take a good look in the Bible and realize that their God, Yahweh, is egregious and asks for these kind of sacrifices.
Ooh, I just made a Jehovah mad. I know I did. I know it. Listen. All the Christian Diors, everybody. Let's come in a circle. Let's come together. Because we all here for the same reason. I cranked my spaceship up for the same reason. Now open that third eye, not two. Open the third one, reflection, because we got to see. We know we in the land of illusions. Let's get this understood first. Let's get this understood before we go anywhere. right next to Hollywood. We are in the land of illusions, baby. Welcome to the oak tree. We what I say, welcome to the oak tree. We are in the land of illusions, reflections. Up may be down, left may be right. Shit. As above may be below. Reflection. Hit the like and subscribe button. Remember, a smiling face ain't nothing but a frowning face ain't nothing but a smile turned upside down. You gotta remember that reflection. You gotta remember, okay? Now I keep telling you, this is wordplay. This is a realm of wordplay. So when people say stuff to you, reflects, you got to read in between that wordplay. You gotta know, okay? Because words are interchangeable. They're interchangeable. Shit, you may call me T. I may go somewhere else. They may call me Taretha. I may go somewhere else. They may call me Big Scorpion, baby. You never know, reflection. That's why, but it's the same person. It's the same person. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Reflection, hit the like and subscribe button. Everything over here is highly alleged. Definitely go do your research. Do your research. Don't let a motherfucker just tell you anything, reflection. We have to do research because we are the decoders.
Good morning, Diggy. Gotta recreate all my work. I love it here. But that's okay. Because as many times as it needs to be done, maybe more people will wake up. So, you see this thing right here? How we got like 4 different main things in one sentence. Burning Man, Saturn, Mega Ritual, Nevada Black Rock Desert. Okay. They've literally been sacrificing their souls every concert. The most peaceful souls too, the most broken ones. You ever think about what Burning Man is? Burning Man is a collection of Reverse Monsters Inc. All those endorphins, all the chemicals, all that hurt and that pain. Yeah, they feed off of that, them demons and stuff. Okay. But here, it's the comparison for me. I won't say it out loud because they're not going to get me today. But yes, if you've ever seen them walk around the Black Stone, do you know what the Circle of Death for ants is? Okay, go Google that. But anyways, let's focus on specifically Burning Man. You guys see the little pentagon that the whole thing is inside of, and those 3 stars like right there? You see that? Okay, you see this whole design? It's weird. Like, I've totally seen it before. You don't think that's crazy that across the world we're connected to Burning Man? And there it is. I told you, that stone and that sun. What's weird is they want you to think that this is the moon, okay? But it's not. It's a half of a sun for the sun god. Like, coincidence. And then somebody tried to play with me. They were like, Jesus' thumb is up and down. Jesus' thumb is up and down. And you see it. Now stop it, okay? And why is it behind Jesus? We always have a depiction of the sun. We wanted it to stand for a halo, but that's irrational, okay? It's the sun for the sun god because Jesus is bald, okay? All right, great. And I will say it because I'm bored today, but actually, historically, if there was anything behind the head of Jesus, it would have been a head full of hair because Jesus was black. It would have definitely been in that shape, but okay. And it's like a lot of you can't understand or seem to want to understand why it's important to recognize that Jesus is black, because while you guys are out here praying to a false entity of blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus that's Mullarge, it's weird because the Bible warned you that you would be doing that. And you're actively doing it right now, okay? The longer you pray to blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus, the longer that your soul's trapped with ball. You guys see that cool shape right there? That literally looks like Burning Man. Okay, you guys see every other sun? Okay, why are we worshiping sun gods? Okay. And some of you truly don't get it. Like, at all. In every single religion, it's almost like they had one common goal to worship one common God. But we call him Jesus. There's not even a J in the Hebrew alphabet. J doesn't even exist in the Hebrew alphabet, so there's already the lies and scandals. Now, when everybody wants to wake up and realize there's some really weird stuff going on, we could probably maybe move towards an actual, I don't know, spirituality or religion that benefits the people and it's not just sucking their souls. Question, why is everything about souls if entities and stuff aren't real? Why do you have to go protect your soul from what you really think you're protecting yourself from? Hell, we live in hell. Children are raped here. Everything that could possibly happen in hell happens on earth. Why did the devil offer Jesus the kingdoms of earth if this wasn't hell? All right, have a good day. Because I'm done here, guys. I'm done here. You see this? Done here. Oh, I forgot this. This is actually really cool because if Burning Man was a sacrificial place, you would need the animals, and how convenient that they just got all the historically sacrificial animals. Literally. I'm not kidding. Literally, all the animals ever used in anything, voodoo, anything in any religion, they have them already there. And the tornadoes, the fire tornadoes in 2020, we're just going to let them go. Okay. Well, my Tiki family, and have a good day, guys.
Now, she may sound like she's from Boston, Massachusetts, but Reflection, she owns some. I don't give a damn about her accent. I don't give a damn, Reflection. And it's okay because I can talk about her accent because T got a heavy ass accent. So it's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay. But damn, listen, I said she got to be from Pennsylvania. She is from Pennsylvania or Boston. You're not telling me she's not from one of those places. Idaho, somewhere, Maine, somewhere like that. It got to be. It just got to be Reflection, okay? So with that being said, anybody from those areas, don't get offended. Don't get offended. You hear Taretha. Now you hear Taretha. You know I say girl instead of girl. You know this. So don't do that. Don't do that.
Corn is an important symbol in Masonry and is one found repeatedly in Washington, D.C. But what sort of hidden meaning could apply to corn? In Hebrew, the word for corn is Dagan, which became the name of a Babylonian god. Some believe the same god was adopted by the Phoenicians under the name Dagon. While Dagon was often worshipped as the fish god, he was also the god of corn. His son was known as Baal, who was often called the son of Dagon or the son of corn. Could Baal have been the model for the bearded male images that appear throughout Washington, D.C.? Take note of this image, with ears of corn carved into the hair. According to legend, Baal was once slain by the god of death and taken into the underworld. But at some point, he was resurrected, or as it is sometimes called, awakened. At Haines Point in Washington, D.C., is found this mysterious statue of a bearded giant rising up out of the ground. The statue is called the Awakening.
Now that's interesting, Reflection. Why do you think, remember this plan is built off symbolism, so you can't ignore symbolism. It's only magic if you can hide it in plain sight. Now, Reflection, why do you think there will be a picture, well, a depiction of a statue coming out of the ground? What could be coming out of the ground, and why would they name it the Awakening? What the fuck is awakening up? Reflection, hit the like and subscribe button because we on to something. We don't know what we on to, but we're definitely on to something. If you just got in the building, you just jumped on my spaceship, hit the like and subscribe button because we are over here talking about, do you really know who you are worshiping? Do you know the one who goes by many names? Do you know, Reflection?
The devil comes to you, right? And so I'll give you $100 million, but I want you to turn your back on God. Would you turn your back on God, or will you take that $100 million?
You know, in Hollywood and in the industry and the stuff we do, there's a lot of like insider secrets to keeping your career going.
Tell you facts. Hear it. This industry is not where it seems to be. Listen, this is a rapper, you got 200 followers. I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than you. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. It's rigged.
Everything else is crap. I promise you.
I believe that I had to become a famous, idea.
Yeah.
And get all the stuff that people dream about, and accomplish a bunch of things that that look like success.
Everything around us that we call life was made up by people that are no smarter than you.
And
You can say that shit again. Hit the like and subscribe button, Reflection. You know what they say, you got to watch the people that keep certain company. Now, I sent you over there 6ix9ine. I sent your company too, but we going to leave that for another day. I just listen, birds of a feather always flock together, baby. I never seen different birds flying together and shit. They be in their own little group because they have shit alike. They have shit in common, Reflection. Do you get what I'm saying? See, hit the like and subscribe. And that's just what I heard now. That's just what I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what I heard on Mars. Now, do your own research. Do your own research. But I got my third eye. I got my eye squinched on your ass. All right. Now, with that being said, Reflection, what do you think about that? What do you think? We know we are think about this for a second. We in the land of illusions. Hollywood is named after the holly tree. The holly tree was used by the Druids to create all type of illusions and conclusions and effects and all type of shit. Reflection, so let's go back when. Now, if Hollywood is named after a tree that creates illusions, and we are in the land of illusions, and Hollywood deals heavily in the music industry. Well, let me think, because I think I'm on to something. I think I do. I think I am. Hold on, roll up, hold up, because I'm on to something. Who was the god of music? As above, so below. So if that saying is true, as above, so below, who was the god of music? Let me think. So if he was the god of music as above, and he fell allegedly, he would be the god of music down. That would only be right, though. That would only make sense. Reflection. And not only that, he was the god of mischief. So he got into shit too. He created illusions and shit. I think we understand Reflection, but let's keep going. Because he go by so many names. We don't know. We got to see.
And so when Baal comes, the next one to come, it says in the Bible says Baal, then it says Ashtoreth. Then she's coming in. So what this means is once the door is open, she is the goddess of sexuality, of sexual immorality. She's the goddess. She's actually called a prostitute. She is the goddess who her temples were filled with sexuality. It was made it public. So if she returns, what would happen? If she comes out, it means that America is going to undergo a sexual revolution. That is the sign of the possession of Ishtar, or this goddess. And the thing is, so sex comes. What a prostitute is she actually damages marriage. She actually weakens marriage. That's what happens. Brings sexuality into the culture. In ancient times in Israel, in the Middle East, she put her images of naked people all over the culture. And so not only she was in her Greek form, she gave birth to a child named Eros. We get the word erotica. So erotica starts flooding America. The word for prostitute, which is what she was, in her Greek incarnation is the word porne. We get the word porn from it. Because
if they don't understand something, if they don't understand that they are corrupted like a motherfucker. Reflection. Now, if you missed my video, because we got to get this together, we don't want y'all running around here thinking Astara was a prostitute. We don't want you thinking the temple of Ishtar was there for orgies. Well, it was, but not like what you think in Reflection. They were there exchanging energy. Everybody just didn't come into the temple of Ishtar, baby. You had to be of a certain bloodline. You had to be Reflection. Nothing is new under the sun. Are you following me? So now if he, the one who goes by many names, is over Hollywood, allegedly, just a strong alleged. That's what I'm thinking now. I don't know, but I'm thinking. Okay, so if he is over Hollywood, and they say Ishtar is right behind his ass, right behind him, Reflection, and allegedly at these parties they be having to, do some things that kind of seemed like it could have went on at the temple of Ishtar. Maybe they went overboard and switched some shit around a little bit, but it's kind of the same blueprint. Reflection. Okay, so what do you think is really going on over there in the land of illusions? What do you really think is going on? Have America turned ancient practices into negative aspects? Have they defiled ancient practices? Reflection. Okay, because as we heard in the first clip, they said that Baal used to require, when you hear Baal, what do you think about? You think about child sacrifices. Okay, that's what you think about. Reflection. Now, it was alleged that wasn't even, they never had any proof of child sacrifices. They never had no proof of no shit like that. Reflection. They never had any proof of it. Okay. So Why do you think they would project that narrative, Reflection? Why do you think they would project that narrative? And why not only that, a place where they exchange energy? I keep telling you, want you some perfume. If you in Hollywood, you allegedly, that's what I heard on Mars. They said whatever you want. If you want some perfume, if you want a clothing line, if you want to become the next top supermodel, next top super swallow, whatever it is you want to do, baby, you're gonna have to go in that room and exchange a little energy, because we're creating magic. We're creating magic. We're using your energy to create bigger energy so we can get some cash out of this. We're going back to that Book of the Dead, allegedly. Just a strong alleged. I think so. That's what I heard on Venus, but I don't really know. Roll up, pull up. You know, I did it, Reflection. So you got to check this information. Okay, go within. Go within. So with that being said, Reflection, we gathered all this information. We know, we think we own to something. So why do you think they would they would miswrite history? Why do you think they would make Ishtar out to be this prostitute? And not only that, they're using all her symbolism all throughout the land, not just America, all throughout the land. You can't even go get a cup of coffee. You fuck around and see Ishtar on your cup, allegedly. It's a strong alleged. I don't know. That's what they said on Mars. They said that, Reflection. They said she's on y'all cups. I don't even know. I don't even drink coffee, so I don't know. Do your own research. That's a strong alleged, okay? So now that we know about these people that go by many names, Reflection, let's keep going, because we need to know, do you really know who you are worshiping? Do you know, Reflection?
Okay, look, y'all, I'm not trying to be provocative today, but something in me just has to get this out. Okay, so look, Jesus comes from the Greek name. Okay, this isn't debatable. This is an opinion. This is just the history. Okay, now look, if we want to look at the family tree of Zeus, because that's actually what that is. That's Zeus. It doesn't say Jesus. Okay, that says Zeus. All right, so that's how religion itself was already tainted and twisted. And the Pope just came out and said that they colonized the world with false doctrine. So I want to put in perspective to you what that may mean. That may mean that there was a such hero or savior, or there is a truth about gods and goddesses, and that we use a specific one and we tainted it and twisted it for our benefit. Okay, so now I want to look at the family tree. Okay, and I find it really cool. You see Zeus right here, and Hades, and Poseidon. Those are really three important cool things when you think about it. I'm not trying to be funny, but look, if Jesus is Zeus, okay, and you got the devil, or what they portray as the devil in every other Greek mythology, like that makes sense to how they merged it and stole the doctrine. But anyways, I want to go up here, okay, to the parents, okay, to Mother Gaia. Well, in Greek mythology, she's the creator of life. And then if you transfer it over, she would be the spiritual mother or creator of life, okay? So I'm asking you, for one instance, to maybe accept and possibly think that religion is tainted and religion is literally created for mind control, and that spirituality is actually the gateway to the next dimensions and portals, or connecting with the earth. And if you believe what I believe, I want you to look at something very cool, okay? I'm not trying to be about it, but look at this. If we were made in the image, okay, and if the original life and gods and goddesses here were melanated, how cool would it be that you were one with nature, that nature mocked your hair or your hair mocked nature? I just found this interesting, okay? I'm not trying to start anything, but if the Pope did come out and say they lied about everything, you have to open your mind and realize that there actually may be gods and goddesses. There may be more than one entity and density, and there may be that Jesus is actually Baal and you've been tricked. And wouldn't it be cool if this weird thing is where Jesus or Baal was hexed down here on earth and stuck here, and that's what the dome was, and every time that you give your soul to Jesus, you get reincarnated and trapped here in the dome of earth, and you don't get to go into the other dimensions, and you don't get to connect with your other spiritual realms or anything, because you're still praying to an evil entity. Now, I know I sound crazy, but again, if the Pope is saying they lied about how everything happened, then you got to open your mind. Because why do they teach us about this in school, but they don't teach you about any black entities, any black kings or queens? Why don't they teach you about anything black except for the demonic slavery and dehumanization of black people? Why? What if Jesus was black, and the black man they put on the cross was the last true God and powers, and the children that he had are the tribes that you now know and you're taught about in the Bible? And every time you worship the cross, you're worshiping the idea of putting a black entity on something and sacrificing it in order for you to get preservation of life. Now that's weird to you, but you're going to give your soul for preservation of your life to Jesus? Is it okay? You seeing the loophole that we're going through right here? Because one question before I go, why does the Klan burn crosses? And that's their symbolic thing of power. But the Christians or the Christian community or the world don't have a problem with them burning crosses. They didn't make that a hate crime or anything. Why not? Okay.
Ooh, she just made somebody mad with that fro. They ready to grab her by that fro. Yes, they are. I see y'all. Y'all better not jump on this spaceship after her. You better not get on this spaceship after her. You better get off my spaceship windows. Get off them. You better get off my spaceship windows. They trying to tilt my spaceship because of what she said. Until next time, Flesh, I got to get up out of here. I got to get up out of here because I knew they must got a little piece of gray or a little piece of Anunnaki in them because they aggressive. They aggressive reflection because they grabbing and shit on my spaceship. So I'm going to get up out of here because I don't want to get violent. I don't want to get like Malcolm X. I'm finna be on my Martin Luther of the King shit, and I'm finna get on up out of here. Until next time, reflection. I say.